What happens when you take one of the best and most popular pocket cameras available, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a camera I've used for well over a year, nearly every day, for interviews, vacations, vlogging, family videos, B-roll footage, talking head studio shots, and even gimbal shots. Then you take that camera and you put it head to head with the latest and greatest 8K 360-degree action camera on the market, the Insta360 X5. Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out today as I put the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 against the Insta360 X5 in these 12 tests to see which is the ultimate pocket camera for vloggers and creators, starting with number 1, the specs and features. Now, I'd like to thank Insta360 for sending me this camera and a whole host of accessories for the review and for sponsoring this video. I've had so much fun filming this comparison, and it wouldn't have been possible without the wide variety of gear or their support. That being said though, as always, I promise this video will be open and honest and highlight any potential flaws as well as the strengths of the X5. So thanks again to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. So the Insta360 X5 features two 1/1.28 inch sensors which give you a 360-degree field of view. This is a massive 144% increase in size and quality over the X4, which was only released last year. It can record in multiple formats including 8K at 30 frames per second, 5.7K up to 60 frames per second, which can also record in HDR and iLog, and 4K up to 120 frames per second for slow motion. It has 185 minutes of runtime on a single charge, can shoot 72 megapixel photos, has a new triple AI chip for better processing and improved low light performance. It's an action camera, so it's durable and waterproof up to 49 feet, and it also has other features like bullet time, time shift, time lapse, and you can also replace the lens guards yourself if you damage them, which saves you having to send them back. Not to mention the invisible selfie stick that makes it look like you have your own personal drone following you around wherever you go. Now, the Osmo Pocket 3 has a single, slightly larger 1-inch CMOS sensor, a built-in gimbal for smooth slow motion shots, active track for dynamic subject tracking, a 2-inch flip OLED touch display, and it can record in 4K up to 120 frames per second. This also has feature modes like time-lapse and spin shot. Now, the 1-inch sensor is the same sensor found in the Air 2S drone and the Sony ZV-1. Now, this in theory should make it slightly better when it comes to image quality, low light performance and dynamic range, but in my testing the results are honestly closer than you think. But who are these cameras actually for? Well, they are made for the same yet slightly different people. The DJI Pocket 3 is a vlogging camera made for creators or filmmakers that want a small portable camera for higher quality B-roll shots or talking head shots, or even gimbal shots and slow motion. It's not waterproof and not durable, so if you drop it, it will break and it's game over. Whereas the Insta360 X5 might not have a gimbal, but the footage is surprisingly stable. This is made for creators and action junkies who want to push their creative abilities to the limit and put this thing through every possible scenario imaginable to get the best shots. So when it comes down to it, the X5 is more of an all-rounder camera than the Pocket 3. When it comes to pricing, it's a difficult one to judge because of the ever-evolving pricing issues in the USA, but here in the UK at the time of this video you can get the DJI Pocket 3 on its own for $489.99 or the Creator Combo for $619.99. The Insta360 has a much wider variety of options for you, but you can get the standard bundle for $519.99, the Essentials bundle for $609.99, or if you want the Mic Air, then you're going to want to get the Ultimate Creator bundle for $641. If you're getting the X5, I'd recommend having a look at all the different options and decide which one is right for you and your use case. You can do this by clicking my affiliate link below, which helps support the channel. Okay, so about the bundles, what do you actually get in the box? So for this, I'm going to be comparing the Creator Combo bundle for the DJI Pocket 3 to the Essentials bundle for the X5. In the Essentials bundle, you'll get some cables, the invisible selfie stick which disappears magically, the user manual which comes with some nice stickers, a spare battery which comes in this nice little black case, Then you have this really nice grey carry case which contains a dual battery charging station with USB-C, a spare set of lens guards, and of course the Insta360 X5 camera which has this rubber guard over the cameras. Now I would have liked to have seen the wireless mic included in this bundle, but you have to get it separately. But overall it's a really nice unboxing experience, and this bundle has pretty much everything you need. Now onto the DJI Pocket 3 Creator Combo, and inside the box you get a grey carry case which has everything you need inside, including the DJI Pocket 3 camera, a USB-C power bank which gives you up to 60% additional charge, the DJI Mic 2 with internal recording and 32-bit float, a set of tripod legs, a USB-C to 1/4-inch thread adapter, a wide-angle lens, and some cables. Both are really nice unboxing experiences, but in my opinion the Insta360 definitely has a more premium feel to it. Now I've already spoken in detail about the features and shooting modes of both of these cameras, so to save time I'm going to throw this up on the screen. Feel free to pause this or screenshot this so you can have a look and compare these cameras to see which one is best for you. Next up we have a video and internal audio comparison. Okay, so now this is a vlogging test of the Insta360 X5 and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is the internal audio on both devices, so you will have to tell me which one sounds best. You can obviously hear there's wind, we're in a place filled with motorbikes, so there's bikes everywhere, there's exhaust noises and cars and God knows what else. So you're gonna have to let me know which one sounds better. So the Insta360 X5 is recording in 5.7K at 30 frames per second in active HDR mode, and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is recording in 4K 30 frames per second. And obviously we have the active track enabled with the Osmo Pocket 3 as well. So as I said, this is the internal audio on both devices. Now we do have, if you get the creator version of the Osmo Pocket 3, then you get the DJI Mic 2 that comes with that, and also if you choose to, you can get the Insta360 Mic Air as an accessory for the Insta360. So there are external microphones you can get with both. I have the Mic Air with me and have the DJI Mic 2 with me, so you have external microphone options for both devices. But this is what the audio sounds like on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 internal on the device, and this is what the audio sounds like on the Insta360 X5. Now the noise has died down a little bit so you can hear me more clearly. This is the audio on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 straight into the device, no external microphones, and this is the audio on the Insta360 X5 straight into the device, no external microphones. So let me know what you think. Obviously you've heard now lots of background noise, a little bit quieter now, so you've got a variety of different things that you can see and test. So which one of these looks better? Now obviously this is a side-by-side comparison in perfect conditions with bright daylight, and that is where they're going to be the most similar, I would imagine. But ultimately the advantage you have with the Insta360 is the fact that you can record all the way around, whereas with the Osmo Pocket 3 you can just record one thing at a time. So that's one thing you need to be aware of with that. Okay, I'm about to look like an idiot because I'm about to extend this 10-foot selfie stick massive pole on the Insta360 X5. We're going to see what this looks like. Now you have three options. You have 120 centimeters, 240 centimeters, or all the way out is 300 centimeters. So we are going to see just how big this thing is. And I'm also going to try something that I don't think anyone else has done, which is trying to use the Mic Air whilst you're using the 10-foot selfie pole. So let's see what that looks like, shall we? So we're going to extend that. That's all the way out. 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 So now this pole is all the way out. That is a 10-foot pole. Now, is the Mic Air still connected is my first question. My second question is, how on earth does this look? I bet I look like a right moron walking around with this pole like this. But it does allow you to get some drone shots that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to get. So it looks like you've got a sort of drone following you around. That's quite cool, I think. Now let me know if the mic air is still connected and if we are still getting audio coming in. Because if you wanted to do some sort of voiceover whilst you was recording this, like a drone shot, you could do that if this is still connected. But we're about to see what this looks like. This is absolutely huge. Everybody is looking at me right now. I don't feel remotely self-conscious. This is the life of a YouTuber. Okay, so this is a motovlog test with the Insta360 X5. Now, I am also using the Insta360 Mic Air, which is the wireless microphone accessory that you can get with the X5. Now, I wasn't really sure where to position this because there isn't really anywhere within my helmet that I can put it. So what I ended up doing was I've sort of clipped it with the attached clip that comes, and I've clipped it to the bottom of my chin strap here. So it's just sitting right here. So you'll have to tell me what the audio sounds like over the sound of the bike, over the wind noise. What does the audio sound like? Now, it does have a noise reduction mode, which I obviously can't activate right now. But this is what the audio sounds like. Now, I have no idea whether this is even going to be audible or whether this is going to be absolutely terrible. I have no idea whatsoever. Because there wasn't really anywhere else I could put the microphone. So I'm just going to waffle a little bit while I'm riding my bike to our destination. And we are going to see what the audio sounds like. Now, it could sound great, it could sound awful over the bike, over the wind noise. Luckily, we have a beautiful sunny day here in England. We are quite fortunate with the weather at the time I'm making this video. So we have a lovely sunny day. We are currently recording at 5.7K at 30 frames per second in normal settings. This isn't in log mode, this isn't in HDR mode, this is just in normal settings. Okay, so now let's do a side-by-side video test if you wanted to use this for your home setup. So here in my YouTube studio, this is what the video footage would look like if you wanted to use either of these cameras as a webcam, as a talking head video for YouTube videos or any sort of content really, or web conferences, anything. This is what you could use it for in your studio setting. Now, this is the internal audio on both devices. So this is what the audio sounds like on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 in my home studio. This is recording at 4K at 30 frames per second in auto settings. And this is what the audio would sound like internally on the Insta360 X5. This is recording at 8K at 30 frames per second. Now, both of these come with wireless microphones, so we're going to turn both of these on and connect them to their respective devices, and we are going to do a quick audio test. Okay, so this is the DJI Mic 2 and it is connected directly to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and this is what the audio sounds like. And this is what your video would look like, and this is what your audio sounds like. Now, the DJI Mic 2 comes in the creator combo for the Osmo Pocket 3. So this is what you're going to get. Now, the advantage to this one is that it does record internally, so you have a backup file, and it has 32-bit float recording. So you have a little bit more versatility with the Mic 2 compared to the X5. But now, this is what the X5 sounds like with the Insta360 Mic Air. Now, it is an unfair comparison to compare the Mic Air to the DJI Mic 2 purely because it's a completely different microphone. The Insta360 Mic Air is the first wireless microphone the Insta360 have made, and it is really just them trying to have an all-round package now, so you have everything all in one in your creator ecosystem. That is what this is for. Now, this is more comparable to the DJI Mic Mini. Now, I don't have one of them with me to test, but this is more comparable to that. It's just a wireless microphone. It's really small. It's really compact, and I'm genuinely surprised by the audio quality. Considering this is the first wireless microphone that Insta360 have made, it is really good and just knocks it out of the park. It connects directly to the Insta360 X5. All you need to do is turn the mic on and it connects automatically. And as you've seen in my video so far, this can also stay connected when you've got it extended on a 10-foot pole, waving it around in the air with a drone following you. So if you wanted to walk around with a drone following you with the Insta360 X5 on the invisible selfie stick, you can also talk at the same time and it will remain connected. Now, this also will be connected for quite some distance. Now, I'm not going to go outside and walk around for about 200 feet to see if it connects, because quite frankly nobody's going to do that. But in my testing, this always stays connected at a reasonable distance what you're going to go from the camera, and it doesn't have any connection issues. On the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the Insta360 X5. Now, the Insta360 X5 is set in pure video mode. We're recording at 5.7K 30 frames per second, and the Osmo Pocket 3 is in low light mode, recording at 4K 30 frames per second. Now, for the Osmo Pocket 3, I'm using the DJI Mic 2, which is connected wirelessly and has the dead cat on it. And for the Insta360 X5, I'm using the Insta360 Mic Air, which again has the dead cat on it and is connected wirelessly. So this is a night test. Now, there is literally hardly any street lights, and I'm pretty much risking my life for this video. We're literally walking around in the pitch black. There's like one street light every sort of 200 yards. It's really late, really dark, and this is what it looks like. Now, I personally think that the Insta360 X5 is really good in low light. Now, the Osmo Pocket 3 should be better because it has a slightly bigger sensor, but to be honest, when I'm looking at them side by side, it's actually pretty good. The X4, I never used it, but it really wasn't that good in low light, and it would be ruined if you tried to record in low light. It was really not dangerous, it was just useless. Whereas this is actually really usable, and I'm looking at it on my screen and it actually looks really good. So this is a low light test. Now, this is an extreme example. I don't know anyone that's going to walk around in the dead of night filming themselves but this is just an example of what it's like to record at night in pure video mode and in low light mode. So you tell me, which one do you think looks better? Let me know in the comments below.
Okay, so the final question: who wins? Which one is better and takes the crown as the ultimate pocket camera? Well, before I answer that question, if you've watched this far and you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button to support the channel if you want to see more tech related videos and camera gear videos. So this is a really difficult one because they're honestly a lot closer than I thought they'd be. And it doesn't matter which one you get, they're both amazing cameras. In low light, just look at these side-by-side comparisons. Despite the fact the Osmo Pocket 3 has a larger sensor, they're both very good in low light. For vlogging, again, they're very good in bright sunny conditions or any weather conditions. They're both very good in a side-by-side comparison.
And the audio quality on the Mic Air is extremely good and rivals the DJI Mic 2 despite the fact it doesn't have any internal recording. It's more on par with the DJI Mic Mini. But if I had to pick a winner based on the fact the image quality is almost equal across the board, and coupled with the fact the Insta360 might be missing a gimbal, but it has so much more to offer and makes up for it in so many ways. Just look at the amount of bundles you've got in the store and the different things you can get with it. The different selfie sticks you can get, they're all invisible and look like you've got a drone following you. The bullet time effect, its durability and water resistance, using it for making content or motovlogging, how simple and easy to use the Insta360 Studio app is now, and you can just reframe whatever shot you want easily at the touch of a button. All of this means that as much as I love my DJI Pocket 3, this camera is so much more versatile, and I have to say that the Insta360 X5 has to be crowned the new king of pocket cameras.